Hello, everyone. This is Huly Merch, and we are back to evaluate some projects. And I'm really excited to go into the evaluation of websites and brands generally, as I do. I evaluate the whole package based on the website. We look at the design, we'll look at the coding, we'll look at the product. Here, you will see that these will be SaaS-oriented AI, more like SaaS-oriented products. We'll have A/B videos. In a previous A/B videos, I did a real estate focus. You can go and check it out there. It's really interesting for me to go into the different fields. And here, finally, I had an opportunity to look into something that is more relevant for my expertise. I'm also, and for the world, I think AI and SaaS and all this digital world in service is really becoming really attentive for all of us as a trend as well. But I'm gonna do A/B video sets, 5 in A, 5 in B, something like that. And I'm always collecting different examples. Here we see Neon, really one of the great works that I found. I will be checking strengths that they did. I'll be evaluating what we can learn from them, what I would do, so to say. I like to do these things because it shows that I'm extracting all strength and I'm canceling all weaknesses, and I'm demonstrating how I would approach building something similar. And after this, also, I think to go, because all of these, most of them will have a demo, and I'll show you some. We'll go in the next in the B and recent amazing stuff here. Most of them have the product, digital product as a demo, and I will be looking into making separate video sets in order to go into the demos and evaluate the digital products. I haven't done that yet. Usually I evaluate for the websites, but I believe next series and that next set of A/B will be demonstrating, maybe even focusing specifically on one or two as digital products, because this is what I do as well professionally. I do from websites. In the left side, I will go to the branding complementary, and right side, I'll go to the digital product complementary. Usually that's the try-on package that I build as a consistency for my clients as a decision makers. So let's go into this. Let's go into this right away. 5 we're going to be evaluating. I'll be enjoying extracting. I will tell you also about Neon. Sometimes I think I'm doing it in vain by recording the screen and running for the website and putting it into my folders on my computer. But I like that I did that. In Polestar, I did it because you see the evolution, and we'll lose the opportunity to see what versions of websites they had in the past. I did that with a Polestar, by the way. You also can check it out. Here also Neon, I recorded their previous version of the website, and I see they evolved really interestingly well, and I kid you not. If you will be interested, by the way, let me know. I can compare them to, I can show you the previous version of Neon, and it's impressive to see how they evolve and how much actually money they invest. Like Polestar or Neon, they definitely invested money into the evolving their positioning in the market of the brand and their product, and that makes sense, but it's also costly if you think, and that makes sense. But that means we need to do in the beginning correctly user experience, especially. I think we sacrifice user experience for the sake of user interface. We're supposed not to do that. It's not only about impressing and making amazing stuff, moving and so on, but it's also must be communicating to the target audience, solving business goals, user needs, standing out in a competitive marketplace, and most importantly, to have a proper understanding of content strategy and user experience. And I think we must not sacrifice these things is the key. And we should be deciding, a user entrepreneur should be paying attention to that in the beginning, as soon as you can, and make it properly. So let's go into this. Let's choose 5. And start with a Flatfile. I don't know if you heard about this one. I myself exploring many products, and I sometimes collect their websites. Now, what I like about them is, in the beginning, I think they actually maybe evolved also. Maybe I'm already looking at something that I haven't seen, but I think their marketing is differently a little bit done. I think you can find on LinkedIn or somewhere else the video where I think probably founder or someone else, correct me if I'm wrong, someone is speaking about the product and presenting it well. I really liked how they did it, so that was already effective, and that got me to the website. But on a website, I think what's missing is the same degree of the marketing that they did, but it's okay. Let's go for this. Recognizable logo, okay, it makes sense. There's a way to improve that, to make it more recognizable and memorable. We might forget as a users. Now, there's a color code kind of element. I suspect there's a branding element that we have there. It does speak kind of shortly what it does. Flatfile is now obvious. I'm not sure what it means, and I'm thinking on a homepage. So I'm even a little bit doubtful if I'm on a homepage. So that's something to consider. Let me click on that one. Yeah, so it comes out. This is really beautiful. Free comes out. What does this mean? Wide format accounting, procurement analysis, legacy system data. It is showing the formats, but I'm not really clear. Probably checkout obvious. Is now obvious. So it's a kind of name. I see that. Okay, we go to the product, obvious. So probably that's obvious. Now, I kid you not, also, I worked at a product. You can check Layla. The problem in the beginning with Layla, and you can check it out, is that they had two names of the brand. One is for their business, so to say, as the brand is Maddox, and then their product called Layla. And it was really a challenge to decide, should we name Maddox at all or not? So here, it might be relatively same. So I'm confusing now. Is it Flatfile as the brand or the product, and obvious is it product, I guess? And then actually, when I was reading obvious, it's a clever play with words, but actually it got me confused. Apparently, this is a product until I got to this call to action. So there's a way to think around things, and this could be also 4 lines too long. The hierarchy can be stronger, the bigger text or anything like that between these to encourage people to read. 4 lines can be already too much encouraging and not discouraging to read. At the same time, be aware, this M dash we know that is so associated with AI, so be careful if you're generating. You know, not a lot of companies actually generating text with AI, so be aware of that. It becomes the thing. What happens that we're moving up further in marketplace with AI being such a center of it all. And what we'll learn is that it becomes noticeable and start to create a new space in the market. We will start to value as entrepreneurs, as the business makers and the content creators. We'll start to value human behind the content. And we'll start to value. This way, I also will be addressing the branding. I kid you not, I explore so many SaaS products in their websites. They all look like cookie cutter. They all look like the same. And what is starting to be important is to even better, even deeper, to look into the branding and position yourself as a different and a competitive marketplace, as with X factor and looking memorable and recognizable. And that becomes even more important because otherwise you will be lost in an ocean of unrecognizable platforms being told, oh, another SaaS AI platform that does nothing and just takes funding. So you don't want that. You want to solve the business problem. You want to solve a problem for people generally, for real, not symptoms, and build something that is unique. And there are really great products out there that entered market correctly. I always like Webflow example or Figma and other platforms. And Figma and Webflow, those two that I use. But anyways, let's continue. I'm kind of giving you so much evaluation. So apparently this is a product probably, so I haven't checked it yet. Let's check it out. But before, let's go into here. Now, the main thing also, I'm kind of judgmental here. I always like to say I am objectively evaluating and I want to point out some strengths, but so far we see some weaknesses. So what I noticed that for the whole website, I really quickly explored that this menu navigating doesn't really follow me, and that's something to pay attention to. That is really a problem. So you don't want a user to go all the way down and use the footer to navigate, and you don't want them to go all the way up to, there you go. Also, this is really clever. Well, this one is really interesting, but it disappears then suddenly. It should not disappear. It should follow me all the time. When I go up, it disappears. That's really problematic. There's a lot of user experience, like the decisions and ideas are clear, good. There's subtle small things that are really making user experience disastrous, and it really doesn't encourage people to go through and users, their target audience, to go through and get familiar with what you have to offer. They have, kid you not, okay, let's go for this. They have, I would say this, they have an elegant, trustworthy, professional look and feel of the font and hierarchy and graphics. Well done. Really beautiful graphics, really attention to detail, really well thought. Text is not that crazy and massive. The graphics are really beautiful. Source file types, smart extractors. But again, I need more to understand what problem that solves for me as a target audience. Why would I care? Best thing to put up front. Really great. They're powering 3,000 plus of the world's most effective teams. Now, they're powering public growth startups, really good. So that kind of, this is generating trust. Series B, really clever, really interesting what they did here. They're demonstrating the position Y Combinator summer 2019 series. But we kid not, explore so many Y Combinator companies, and I'm scared that many of them actually were just not really getting through into the 2026 or 2022. And not seeing them really that successful. So also something to be aware and alert. And I really want to see companies that really solve problems in the market, not just taking funds and filling in the gap and just solving symptoms for the short period of time, thinking successful, and then end up dead. And I will tell you, indeed, many startups, more like 99, I don't know if that's true, 90% startups die, unfortunately, and this is something to be alert. So I'm here doing my work to demonstrate what to pay attention to in order to improve your user experience and speak to the people and solve the business problems in order with respect to your business goals and with respect to your user needs and understanding the competitive marketplace. That's how you build the right UX UI. And this is the video demonstrating specifically for SaaS products. It's really beautiful. You will see. I'll be showing you Recent. I'll show you Neon, Linear, really beautiful products. Especially, I think Linear and Recent did an amazing job to communicate the power and the correct user experience. Just a lot of attention and love was given there. They also, I think, Recent is Y Combinator supported. But it makes sense because to make such an attentive love to the product with right user experience requires commitment, and that requires budget. So, and understanding how the business works entrepreneurially. So let's go into this. So AI-powered data migration. Okay, it migrates something, the whole thing. I will, let me turn off the sound. I have a presentation. Yeah, makes sense. We'll not be running for the whole presentation, but it's really good to have a video that communicates right away up front. I would even put it probably even up front there, but it's okay. It's good to communicate, to demonstrate your product, the idea, and you should be doing that, the prototype quickly. You don't even have to build your digital product. You just need to do prototype even in design to demonstrate the product and test it in the market as soon as you can. See what people speak. Is this something needed? Is this the pain? Do that quickly. But position yourself as trustworthy and professional with authority to communicate to investors and communicate to target audience. So I'm not sure. I would love to get more to understand this, but again, maybe I'm not target audience, so maybe I'm not understanding enough. Maybe I'm not even paying attention enough. But it's really good, I would say, to demonstrate the product like that right here. Book a demo. So actually, we can consider with you to continue. I will consider that. I'll be saving. Let me save that. No, I'll be saving it separately. So I'm just going to leave all of them open. We will be checking the product if I will be able to. It'll be exciting. So what I want to say, so this navigation bar is the main problem that it doesn't really follow me. I don't know why. Maybe it's on my side. Maybe it's just the time that I caught them. I hope they solved it. Really clever, this navigation bar below. It doesn't really hide when I scroll up. I think it's hiding here. Okay, so the trouble is when I extract, it just hides it. I would recommend to keep it there open and just actually make it hide on this slide, so there'll be no misunderstanding. Really beautiful. This is the navigation bar, and this is something I would like to take as a strength also for when I build my, when I do work for my clients. I would do this. The main navigation bar, first of all, this one must follow us, and that's the navigation bar across the sub pages and pages. But this navigation bar below is an anchor navigation of the page. I like this. I will be using that in the future for my own clients. So build, it's clever. Maybe only like, it's not really that much noticeable. We used to have it above, but it's okay. Below makes sense. So let me see what I have here. AI-powered data migration. Okay, right away, book a call, but this checkout obvious. I'm confused. So I would say this is just confusing. What's the difference? Two different products, or what's up with this? Probably less chat, more work. This menu is navigation is working on top, following us. Correct. I will not be going into the whole thing. Will not evaluate obvious because it's obvious. Well done, really quickly build. I think communicating too much information again can be confusing when there's overwhelming information. Again, it's really important to go for the flow, but it's really well. It seems it's better done. Probably for some reason they must be more focused on obvious rather than this one. But I'm confused. I would say I'm confused. Is this two different products? So book a demo. So pay attention. They need to pay attention to that. Also, it can be challenging. What I noticed also from clients that I worked with before is that, in the beginning, it's really good to build a great stuff to impress, and then you have to keep up that. And now you start to be challenged because commitment is needed more, and then the commitment and budget might be limited. The timing might be limited. The situation must be limited from the entrepreneurial perspective. Must be well evaluated. And then there may be a trouble of making the best same level of user experiences interface consistency. And then that start to be suffering because they are not capable to invest themselves into holding the same big standard that they started with in order to position and present that user experience consistently. So here we might experience the same thing. Because I noticed quite a big set of mistakes. This navigation bar must follow. Is this two products? Is this a brand and product? If these two products, we should separate them somehow. So there's a lot of stuff. This is really good. This is really good trust, proving trust. Get structured data from any file, some explanations, save hours, okay, pain, map your data. And again, I noticed in many places that infographics are good, but they must be kind of better explaining what is this. That is why, of course, it's better to make it animated. You'll see some good examples that I'll be showing, but this is good, beautiful, but I'm not sure if that really communicates the clarity. Honestly, overall, the best is to make a YouTube video and that's it. But anyways, let's not go deeper. I like the UI. I like the beautiful tone. I like the trustworthy, professional look and feel. Really beautiful, subtle elements, beautiful logo, beautiful branding, well organized. The only thing is the navigation is suffering, and I will not be going for the whole thing. We can go for the whole thing, but stuff is suffering here, and especially because this menu is not following me, so I'm confused in places. Let's go to the pricing. Again, it's not following me. Load was glitchy. Projects. I'm coming to the pricing, but I'm not sure. Talk to sales. Okay, I see. So maybe they're in a phase of learning stuff, and all these things from coding perspective really not hard to make, and also the infographics and all this stuff in Figma is really I don't see any complexity in building the whole thing so far from my perspective. So I totally see the possibility to build all these things easily, campaign. You see, I'm already struggling myself to go for the whole thing to explore because the nav bar doesn't really follow me. So I will not go into the details. I would say this navigation bar suffers. Really cool design, probably solving a good problem. I would say separate business. Separate two brands or make them equally valuable. And I'll not go deeper. You can go and explore because we have to follow and check more stuff ahead. So this is Flatfile. Now again, I might be too, let's say, objectively judgmental on weaknesses, but I pointed out some strengths, and I just have to be open and evaluate things. So I will be happy, to improve the things and give some actually observations if needed. And please continue to explore it. I will be going into the demo later on to see what they have to offer, and let's continue. Now, the next one, this is also will have kind of a strong evaluation from my side. I think I also bumped into them after probably I saw the better version that they have now, but I was impressed just with the aesthetics. I like the unique brand that they have. I like the unique colors that they have. That's important branding that you must stand out in a competitive market, and they did it really well. I never seen this bluish, comforting gradient with white. A really beautiful glowing effect. It's impressive and it's soothing. I want to explore. I am pleasant. I feel pleasant to be present here. Yes, it's intuitive to scroll down, but I think some indicator for scrolling down would be good, or some information sticking out from the bottom should be subtly indicating that we can scroll down. Beautiful font, could be more text here. Enhance your business with custom automation solutions. Really good, but if you're doing this kind of body text in this one line, I would just recommend increase this and make it a header and some aesthetically putting it here. Probably play with also distancing a line height and respect the branding positioning. Lunivate. I think what's missing only some kind of iconography or unique signature to be memorable and recognizable in the market. Lunivate sounds also abruptive. I want to say Lunivate, and I would say improve only logo can be good. Also, the hierarchy and composition between elements. This is too little distancing between elements, and the hierarchy and the system of order is also to improve in order to look much more professional and trustworthy. But they really do impressive branding touch that is really unique in the market, and they do, and it's pleasant to be there. So let's see, enhance your business with custom automation solutions. I say messaging are really suffering here. I'm not sure if this is for me. Who is this for? What's up, right? So your hero section is to impress. They impressed me really good. To stand out, they stand it out. If they recognizable, memorable, not really. I'll forget them really quickly in an ocean of many brands because there's no signature to the branding. And they didn't really communicate it clearly as a positioning statement or positioning generally to explain to me if I am your target audience as a niche. Is this for me? Am I curious to scroll further to learn because I have a pain there? So that's what you do with heroes, usually hero section. Hero section is the first one we land to the landing page. So download our automation. Let's check it out. Yeah. I would say stick with the same colors. Don't need orange and blue. Now here's where we're coming to the there you go. There's a logo actually. That's the thing. You have a logo. Use that logo on your landing page. I will say this. Logo types must be white and black, recognizable, memorable. Never do logo type color right away. If I will convert it into the clean black or clean white, it will be a square like that. So use that as a square like that. Don't apply this is disastrous. When I'm working with with clients and I need to use partners or trusted brands and so on, and when I have to use some brands that do this, that destroys my consistency for my clients, for their look and feel. So in the consideration, should I even use that branding? I need to be even clever. I will convert it to black and white. It must be recognizable black and white. So that's really important. But use this logo. Let me go back to the homepage. Use this logo here somehow. Maybe white. Maybe even here. Maybe out of this L. You can play with that. It's really beautiful. That logo must be recognizable, memorable, and standing out. Yes, I know it's here, for example, but it's still could be effective. So here, what's the main thing when I go on this website? The problem that kills trustworthiness and the conversion rate is because all these forms of contacting, like speak to an expert or these kind of forms, they look like API integrated, not on brand at all. And that's what kills me even to go for this. It kills trustworthiness. So, and it doesn't convert people to be payable customers. So be alert, pay attention to that. It's not that hard to convert, to make these forms look well, exactly like in this format. And it might be, again, the problem could be the same. They did the whole funding, they did the whole thing. And then suddenly they need to update their information, update their look and feel the website. And suddenly they are not be able to hire someone to be committed to generate the same consistency across the digital touch points. And then they suffer to do it themselves of cheaper. And then they end up with formats that doesn't really convert any customers further anymore. And even questions the trustworthiness degree that doesn't really position them professionally. So again, I'm judging really strongly, but really if you think about all these things, notice when I'm hovering over these buttons, check this out, I'm hovering over and it doesn't fit, the box doesn't fit. Maybe again, I called them on the wrong time. I don't know what is happening these days, but maybe I called them in the wrong time when in the process of updating. But don't update your website's life. If you do so, update them on another branch. So, and once you're ready with another branch, launch it as a public, and then no one will notice that it's a problem. Or maybe it's just corrupted. I don't know. So check this out. This is really not good. It doesn't make them look good, even though the brand differentiation of color code is really effective. So FAQs, let's talk. Okay, here you go. That's the form. Why not repeat the same form here? Is it really that hard? Not really. Shouldn't be the problem at all. Beautiful highlighting thing, and it becomes really trendy these days. Really good to follow it. Really cool. So let's go back to the landing page. Let's scroll. So what I noticed with this website, check this out. I'm scrolling, and what I noticed is these things appearing too slow that I didn't have a moment to check them. The user will not have attention to check them. It's some delayed or wrong position of loading appearing. You will see with recent, I think it will be correct. But it's not right time. I'm actually missing this. So user will not have attention to get to familiar themselves with the content that you're trying to communicate to them. Be alert about that. So the branding is really cool. The color is really good. I think that I like to say there's a rule for the width of the text. Be careful. Don't really to make too long. So people don't have the eye goes like this. So user loses attention span to read text. Be alert. Make the width of the text, I think it's not more than 700 pixels. I don't know how to convert to percentage of character number. It's better to count by character number. I don't know exact number, but there's a specific good number that it was done really well in research to demonstrate that if you want users to have right attention span and read all information that you give them, have not more the width of the text than specific character number. I just don't have it right now in my mind, but you feel free to check it out. Explore series. So here's also a lot of, I understand it's trendy, all these things, right? And something moving so on, but it must speak something. You will see in recent, it must communicate something better than just aesthetics. It must be user experience friendly. It's good they have these things, but like it requires me to explore, and then I'm clicking, but it doesn't really work anything. So it's better to remove this indicator that you can click it if I cannot. So there's space to improve generating image. Yes, it could show that it generates image, right? But again, that requires more commitment for the developer or designer to make that work. So that means the funding and entrepreneurship must be better attended here. Now, I don't want really to judge too deeply, but really, I myself as an entrepreneur to the degree, understand how important it is to understand the business and be strategic and planning ahead and understand how to manipulate fundings and return on investments and know to fulfill things further. So it's really a key for entrepreneurship. Beautiful interactions. Again, good branding differentiation. But this things seems like not really speaking to. Look, I'm clicking. Okay, it changes. Is this CSS? Is this H? Yes, that's okay. Body. Yeah, okay. React. Okay, but these. Okay, it must be the person who is like moving. It could be better done, but it's okay. Yeah, so you can read it through. Again, the width is too much. So minimize the boxes for readability. People don't have attention span to read it, but generally really good to show the things that it does, the process. But again, is this the process? What did it actually do? I'm still not clear what it would do exactly. Explore services, conversational AI. I would say put the text, title, and text, maybe title above. Let people read first, understand what we're showing. Don't make them to look down and up. There's a flow of information to readability that goes seamless unconsciously. Don't abrupt that. So that is why I'm not encouraged. What do we do? Yes, but what do we actually do? Explore services. Okay, I can explore services, but here I'm like already abrupted. I'm not reading even long text, and I'm losing the point. And the scrollability is also delayed. Our statistics, support extensions, satisfied customers, 100%. Yeah, again, it doesn't speak much. Indeed, some clients would talk about this, that these parameters usually they out of thin air. They're not really communicating much. And you can see here like 100% satisfied customers, good, but how many of them? 1, 2, 3? Ourselves, it's really hard. Hours saved per day, 3 hours per day. Okay, cool. That's really good information. Cost saved per month. But again, we'll tell you, I'm judgmental, but at the same time, it makes sense to show this. And really, it's true. It's really cool if they save 3 hours. That's a really good parameter to inspire. Really good. Cost saved per month. Really good. Really important. These two are really, really, really key. Satisfied customers, 100. This is, I would say this parameter is really not much to put here because it's question how many customers. It's better to show like out of 100 customers, 100% satisfied. So probably there's not enough metrics, realistic metrics to put this parameter here. I would say remove this and leave 3 of them. Support extensions. Yeah, I would say this. Even better. It's easier for user to read 3 boxes over 4. This is discouraging, the length. I'm losing will to read. And this one is even the box is smaller, that even as if it speaks for itself. Please remove me. But anyways, I would say keep those 3 and keep narrow content for people to read. It doesn't have to be broad all the way. And that's okay. Reviews, really good. Reviews, demonstrating trustworthiness. Hopefully, I'm not going to go deeper, but I hope they are communicating something more with weight, and it'll be good to scroll them maybe or and such. Answers, again, don't have to be that broad, hard to read. Keep in mind I mentioned the width. It can be improved. And let's talk also can be just, let's talk in the center, and this in center, this too long box also unnecessary, really. I would like to test this one. Okay, good. So yeah, that's evaluation. I will not go to the whole thing. At least in their case, well, navigation bar is following us. General, let's see. There you go. Yeah, these forms really have to have space to improve. Really something to pay attention to. Really beautiful. Now this is really good with these icons and text. But again, the hierarchy can be improved. Too much text, but yeah, benefit could be also improved. Maybe there's something later added. And I will tell you, really, I faced myself with some situations when some additional information started to be not following the consistency of on brand or on professional UX, UI, trustworthy look and feel, and it kills really trust and professional positioning and conversion. Speak to an expert. Automate now. Here you go. Calendar. This could be again improved. It's API integrated. I understand, but it could be better done to be on brand, so to say. That's it. That's it with these guys. I will be going further. So, and a lot of space to improve. Good branding, memorable branding. And in comparison to these guys, both of them have stuff to learn, and both of them have good strength that we can take out of them. Let's continue further into the Huly. Now, this is interesting. This is really impressive also, but I'll notice also space to improve. First, they catch attention, right? This amazing effect that sheds from the top into their application. And you can see when I hover over the background, it reveals some kind of mystery of elements that caught attention. They did it really well. They caught my attention. I would say only that, Huly is here is good. Everything app for your teams, everything becomes everything these days. So be alert, positioning that way. Huly, an open source platform, serves as an all-in-one replacement of Linear, Jira, Slack, and Notion. Really interesting. Really strong thing to position yourself into that catches attention. Really well done. Linear, by the way, we'll be looking into Linear. I'll say Linear did a really good job. And I don't think if Huly actually, and again, this is a challenge. Be careful. I know I also had a couple clients who built an application that is covering it all, so to say. Don't bite such a big piece in the beginning. I don't know if Huly is in the beginning, probably not. Don't bite such a massive piece. Focus on narrow down niche, and then expand your roadmap with return on investment for investors and for everyone else. And have the plan and start small. I understand we'll fall in love with our brand. We'll fall in love to cover all and solve all these problems, but start with something that is really a pain for the user and then expand it. Maybe you don't need to expand if you're an entrepreneur like Spotify. It's just one niche. It's impossible to compete with them. But if you do it all, it's a good idea. I also resonate with that. But be smart in business to get there. And I don't know, maybe they do, but I think it's too much. Let's see. But I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this effect. It's already catching my attention. Really good to show platform, and it's sneaking out from the bottom, so it encourages me to scroll. It says, "Hey, you can scroll." It's good. So I'm looking at this, and I'm impressed. I really want to try it all. I already try it professional. I want to try it. And by the way, I will be probably, as I mentioned, we'll be doing another video for that. I'm impressed. Again, the calling us to explore the pleasant user experience professionally well done is the key to make it gamified experience and pleasant to be part of it. That's a really important part. And they did it well, I think. So I'm actually hooked. I like the gradient effect for the color. I like this button. It looks like Framer to the degree. I think there's templates like that. Be alert to use templates these days. Don't replicate also. Look at them. Like they have a strength. Let's use the strength. But let's not replicate them. Let's do something unique in the market as X factor to look differently. That's why I like these guys, as we addressed. They have a unique touch, but they have space to improve. And these guys also have unique touch. And there's more to make them recognizable and memorable. But these guys catching our attention. Recognizable logo. The name is pretty clear. It's all good, but don't replicate. They did a really good job. This really beautiful highlighting effect when you hover over. Now, talking about coding, by the way, here is nothing really complex to do with the previous one. Here is challenging. For example, I would say, for me to build this, I need some kind of developer to partner. And I do have partners to work on that, which is really cool. I do like to work with people, not alone. So there's already a challenge for me to build this. I would need someone to partner. Amazing. I love it. And these things also will take some a little bit of time, but most likely it's just going and exploring, finding the same element and just replicating. I'm building with Webflow. So far, I see everything possible to build with Webflow. This thing is someone from my coders can partner with me. And here is something just to find it and replicate really beautiful, really easy. So everything, there are just a different level of commitment required, right? So here I see more commitment. The other previous websites is much more easy to build, but here it needs more commitment. And this revealing element, really like over effect revealing, is also kind of challenging to do. But again, on these elements, I'll just need someone to partner with. And question is, do you really need it? You'll see other projects that don't do these things. You don't need to waste sometimes on things that just doesn't really serve you well much. But really impressive. I really like it. Really, Huly is really well done. Let's continue. Now, you notice that navigation bar doesn't follow us as well. Maybe I suspect that's deliberate. Let's see. Matching productivity. Unmatched productivity. Beautiful graphics. Now, here is compelling to observe them. Why? Because the width is correct. They're not cutting our attention from left to right. They have a really little bit text with the title being inside of the text. And the graphics are aesthetically pleasing and not overwhelming. And honestly, I didn't know I can interact. And there's no unnecessary clicking element, clicking indicator of the cursor. It's just hover over, and then you look. It's revealing subtleties that make you to understand how love and attentive they are to their product, and commitment is what's required. So they fund it and they understand their entrepreneurship approach. That's a really good example. Clever. I wonder if I can press V. Yeah. Oh wow. Can you not? On your keyboards, if you press V, it's gonna work. And if you explore that, you already see, wow, this is something. And you can see this is really beautiful. Here you go. Right? Keyboard shortcuts. Okay. Here again, you want to play with these with every boxes. Really beautiful, really aesthetically pleasing, really well done user experience. Professionals have done well. And look, I can press this. You can reveal things. You want them to play with it. You want them to explore it. So just click plus, and I can continue clicking plus. Let me see. Okay, I see. Medium high, right? Medium high. It's gonna just. Oh no, it's actually giving different things. Low. Let's see. Low, medium code review. Okay. High. It's repetitive. Oh, it's always differently generated. It could be different generated. This is something. Team plan. Okay, what else? Beautiful. Let's see. Join meeting, yes, no. Okay, cannot really interact with this one. That's okay. Beautifully done. That is blurred. The focus is needed here. The focus is needed here. Read a little bit text. This is really beautiful. You just want to play with that all the time. So challenges here. It requires commitment to build these things. Not a problem at all, really. Maybe coding side to build these kind of things. Definitely. This is not one person work. This is better to work in a team and with developer, I would partner to build the whole thing, to enjoy and build best my expertise of design, and developer, my partner, can build better expertise so we can deliver great results. That makes sense. So beautiful. This whole, and actually, I think you can build it with Webflow. You just need more commitment with these responsive elements. Look, hover over, move through with the amazing. Again, commitment, and great results can be done. Impressive. So I'm impressed with this. Really well done. And look, again, not overwhelming. Little text, two lines, one title, proper hierarchy, impressive, catching our attention, unmatched productivity. It's right flow. It makes me to stop. Good gapping. Work together like an office. This really interesting, beautiful effects. Again, you need to everywhere in every place catch attention user, not to be monotonous. I understand, but this again requires commitment. Beautiful. I know they use some video stacks, but good combo and presentation. Work together like an office. This is speaking to the pain and gain. That's really clever, really correct. This is what that offers more a little bit from the product, and this is speaking of the pain and gain. 3 things that I'm not going to read. This could be improved, to be honest, but it's okay. To call more attention, maybe boxes or something like that, but they were really quick, I guess. Sync with GitHub both ways, okay? Really beautiful. Many people like this. I also like this dotted template and this highlight moving around, really aesthetically pleasing. Can we interact with any of those menu? Not really. That's okay. Just showing the video, and that's good. Showing product. I will be showing the product. Sync with GitHub, but it's focusing specifically, I guess, on the GitHub synchronization. Good to present, and again, not overwhelming. Many digital products have overwhelming information. They did it well. The digital product is really good, so it's not overwhelming. When you have overwhelming infographics or assets, mockups to show your digital product for your website, it also becomes part of enemy to your website, because it started to be information overwhelming and commanding or distracting attention to read, on to review, on to engage. And they made it really interactively well. These, again, really good, but I think these iconographies could be probably take less attention, smaller, the title bigger, this space to encourage me to read, and maybe even I would stack them reverse, like 2 in a row and 3 columns. Two columns, in 3 rows. That could be better perhaps, but I just lose this track of reading. Maybe titling too much, maybe, something like that. There's space to improve, but I'm like kind of, as a user, I'm skipping these things, but I'm sure it communicates right thing. I would say 2 lines is really good, and it's all good. Let's continue quickly. Huly Meta Brain, beautiful effects. Not much to say. Again, it's towards the end you can see that it start to be too much commitment requirements, so they start to be static. Here is also cool. Team, they can work in team, really good to show. Collaboration, you can see really interesting, beautifully. They show this, that you can, wow, I didn't know you can drag this. That's really cool. This is really cool. You don't know these things you can explore, but really, really interesting. Apparently, this element that you can drag around, and this is really beautiful to show these things. Oh wow, okay. They did this kind of element just to interact. Really interesting. Anytime. Copy code. Let's see. That's image. Really cool. Really cool. And this thing follows us. Version history. Really beautiful. So it's really unique and really beautiful interaction. And these lines, I mean, you can see this is the road for this thing. It's beautiful to play with it. It's beautiful that developers and designers, especially UX UI designer who build this, have luxury to explore and express themselves into playing with new elements and presenting great solutions, great results. That's really key. And that just requires, again, commitment. So this is a beautiful element. Again, it ends really beautiful. It ends with not boring, but really catching attention, calling to action, see in action. And I'll be checking that for sure. Made with passion and Huly. Really beautiful, unique thing. These icons, terms and use, we're not going to be checking the whole thing. Really glad also to record all these things because they might evolve. All of them might evolve. Really beautiful timing. Doesn't speak much. Probably the time is running out. Probably, or just process of time. Everything is saving time. But a really beautiful effect. They have 2 colors of the color code. And that is impressive. Really beautiful. I think this is really well done. Not overwhelming. It's really caught on every section my attention. Every element has unique touch to attend, demonstrating value, speaking the reasonable information, not overwhelming information. Some parts just could be improved, only these kind of parts. And the product is presented. I'm impressed. Kid you not. I'm interested. The only thing is, okay, it's covering it all. I think what I'm missing is to communicate what's the problem it solves. I understand there is, but maybe something more. Why would I? Why would I take it? Really, a lot of things out there that are being in competitive marketplace that are similar, relatively similar, like Linear. They themselves mentioned Linear. Like, I'll check them out. Let me check Linear. I like Linear actually. I think Linear is winning from my evaluation. But anyways, let's go here. The Huly team, really beautiful. So this readability, some people like it, but I think it's distracting. People don't read. People have reading different pace with different pace. People have different attention. I never recommend to use these things. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's disturbing. It's important not to really. It's beautiful, but you're missing the point. People are distracted to read the text that you communicate. So maybe text is not important, but at the same time, some people like it. Some people think, oh my God, let me explore an image. Okay, videos, interesting plans, and so on. So it could be, double sword, so to say, or double edge. How to say that? In some places, it's good to do. In some places, are not. So, but I'm really impressed with this pricing. And I click pricing, and I don't know if this text reasonable at all. Maybe not to say at all. No point to say anything here. If it's impressive, but maybe not needed. But okay, it's still impressive. And this is how impressed. I really like these ones. You click them, and this element is just impressive. Really, haven't seen anything like that. I am hooked. Beautiful. I like also that they don't really overwhelm you. It commonly happens that companies overwhelm you with all these things that they offer. They don't have much. They just do 5 for each. But I think everything else or something like that. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this selling format. Really good opacity, really effective. This is something to learn from them. Powerful. And on a mobile device, I checked it. It's same effect. This is a text. It's easy to read. When you do this effect, it's easy to read without iconography appearance. Here is this iconography. I think use or iconography or text, but I'm not sure. This could be my subjective evaluation. Some people might appreciate that, but I really like the effect. Yet we'll probably sacrifice this effect in sake of actually getting familiar with information. So be alert about that and contact us. Makes sense. I will be going quickly. They don't have, blog, docs, community. Beautiful interaction. Again, they don't really do this in a bar to follow you. It's just on the top. I would recommend to probably, when I scroll up, for it to appear down. That'll be really convenient. And really beautiful menus. Really became famous these days with SaaS products. I like these hover over effects. Really kind of product. They sell product and they look like product. It's really beautiful. Such attention to community. Even every icon have beauty. I like that. Even legals I like to build to that degree. So this is really amazing product. I'm really happy to explore with you Huly. And I hope I'm not butchering the name. Really impressive, really memorable. I'm scrolling, I remember everything. I know the brand, I recognize them, I heard about them, and it's effective. There's a little space to improve, but overall really impressive. And pricing the whole thing, I would say impressive. Let's continue. Let's continue to the two more, Linear and Neon. These are becoming strong, and then we'll do another video separately. Linear. That's actually, if you notice, they appear smoothly. I think Linear, and that's what I recorded from before, but Huly recorded, also saved in my files. But the point is here, let me come to Huly. You can see Linear, they mentioned Linear, and we will be checking them right now. Linear, I think they had this screen kind of tilted back in times. What I noticed, this template became famous of this tilted kind of screen. Probably they changed it this way. And now you look at them, actually, if you think about this Linear, I'll say the name Linear makes sense. Logo is not really that much memorable as Huly, because like we'll be checking with you base 44, basically same logo. It's a little bit scary. So what's the difference if you think about it? Look, base 44, we'll be checking that in the next, check it out in a B version. Look, exactly same logo, base 44. Linear, exactly same logo, just tilted. Are they taking logo types from the Fiverr or from some kind of, what is the name of other one? It's crazy. Like, be careful. Don't just, and I have also did some logos, not logos, but I did websites for some landscape architecture or something like that. And they had a logo that is just replicable. Be alert, be careful, because overwhelming market will be eventually further and further will be seeing the same logos all the time, and then you'll be lost and confused. Someone can confuse you with some other brand. You don't want that. So I think, again, as I mentioned, branding become really key these days, more and more, because it becomes replicable everywhere. So linear and base 44 seems like same logo, but linear really have to work on the logo better. Or base 44, I don't know who replicated whom, and so that's something to be alert. Anyways, linear, so clean, pretty clear. Straight away, I understand, same like Huly. Usual product makes sense. You build product, usual product. Speak, the product development system for teams and agents. Okay, that's the thing. So what exactly, right? Purpose built for planning and building products, designed for the AI era. Again, also must be careful with okay, great, but what exactly is it for me? What exactly that is? So I think Huly did it really, really better. Everything for your team, everything app for your team, and really good to say all of them in one. They did a better messaging and demonstrating the product. By the way, what I noticed, you can see highlighting the text. Linear did a quite attentive thing to make it purple, and that's interesting, easy to do, to be honest. But anyways, and it's really good. The navigation bar follows us, and it doesn't really disturb us as much. Really well done product, I would say, but it's not recognizable, not memorable. It feels like blunt, like everything else. That's something in logo and everything. I think they just will work quick. So it needs some more differentiation signature. Like these guys, for example, Huly, you can see they have their own color code. You can see they have this interesting differentiation of highlights. So you can recognize them and you experience them the same way. They have some unique touch to themselves. But with linear, it looks like doesn't really make any significant difference in their look and feel. Maybe that's just me, but overall, a really professionally done website. Everything is correct, only branding needs to improve. Linear is a really good name. This is really beautiful. Well done. Interaction, really famous, as mentioned, really clever. I like these. You hover over and you have extra menus, but you can get lost yourself in all these things. Sign up, log in, okay, but really professionally, not like here, not like in this case. Here was really disastrous. That you hover, even not appearing, not indicating. There you go. That's the problem. And then a text. It's confusing. Which one is responding, so to say, and where. But anyways, not to judge them. They did their own good job. We already mentioned the strengths and weaknesses. So linear, let's continue. Good product, pretty clear. Can I interact? Yes. Can I close it? Not, but it's good indicate. Should not indicate that you can close it then. Yeah, don't indicate that you can click things if you cannot click things. Okay, email, yeah, not much, it doesn't say much. I would say yes, okay, but this interaction doesn't really make Huly did the better job. But here, okay, I can click. This is really cool. Actually, really interesting. So they actually give me opportunity right on the website to experience the app. So inbox, okay. Oh, I had an opportunity to build a metadata website and branding, and from 0 to 1, and you can check it out. But it reminds me, when I see these things, I invest so much time into that project, and this one reminds me how to build it because I saw the inbox thing. Okay, let's continue. We can interact with the whole thing. This is really clever, I would say. But again, really, indeed, my issues review. What's the point of having this app? Why would I care about it? Initiatives, health, projects, yeah. For organizations, I love this one. You will see beautiful infographic, beautiful work. You'll see we'll be presenting that. I'll show you how it looks like, but just going to quickly run through. So it's actually basically another platform that is similar to Monday or these kind of guys, who's just allowing you to have UI refresh. Just too much, agency insights. Really cool. Good product. I kid you not. I mean, it is good to have something like that. It's just requires a learning curve and it's too many. And it's really a big investment to choose one product in the market right now. Would I go with Linear? Would I go with Huly? Would I go with Resend? I don't know if Resend focus on these things. Neon, I'll be checking, or something else. So, but it's really beautiful, really clear. It's just I want to see more why I would care about it, and so maybe it's not really important to show all interaction of the product. I think Huly did well. Don't overwhelm people with all this interaction, even though it's really good to show that it's real. But talk to us on the website, sell it to me, so to say. Let's see, good trust. Beautiful. I will tell you, really, really beautiful design. They could evolve their branding into this style, a really beautiful style, unique and catches attention. A little bit text, maybe bolder, maybe bigger text. Beautiful aesthetics, but I don't know if they speak for itself. Designed for speed, powered by AI agent, and built for purpose. Yeah, just iconography, aesthetics, really good. But again, probably UX needs more work here. But it's okay, still impressive. Make product operations self-driven. Okay, really beautiful presentation. I can even send the text, really cool to interact. I still think Huly did a better job in demonstrating the interaction and revealing elements. This interaction is beautiful for the sake of aesthetics, but it doesn't really give me much of UX, I would say, or sense of like Huly did, right? Like these things, there's something about them. But again, maybe it's me. A lot of subjectivity, but beautifully done. Beautiful order, readability, attention to UX UI. Just probably messaging and content strategy needs more thought behind what goes after another, but that's okay. I like these. It's not clear enough that you can click them or the plus, but and also the hidden. But you need to kind of explore this. I think it's like this one. If I click this one, I'll tell you. If I click this one, intake, it'll take me to another page. Now I need to go back. I'm a little bit lost as a user. I really like this effect. Reminds me of Webflow, by the way. But I would like to have some kind of button go back, like back, and click back, anchored where I stopped, right? That will be impressive. That'll be important and powerful because I don't want as a user to get lost. But they did an amazing job. Don't get me wrong. Intake. I don't even know what this about intake. So many things they did. Such a love and attention. And beautifully done. And I don't know if we need to speak this. Just show the product, the thing in YouTube. Actually, if you think about it. But really beautifully done, really good attention to and demonstration. Maybe I'm just not the target audience, but impressive. I kid you not. It's so well done, so clean, so effective, so correct. I think only just UI might be a little bit off, content strategy, target messaging. So I'm impressed, but I don't think it's speaking enough. Plan, build, review, monitor. Yeah, I'm getting lost. It's so impressive. Really, it's a lot of attention. Such a love is given, but I am lost, and I'm curious to explore all. There you go. Okay, I would like to be seeing indication that I'm in which one. So I think the better, like monitor. Okay, number 5, right? We were under number 5. I go on number 2. There could be better, flow. I'm not revealing everything now. We didn't have time for all this, but it'd be better, like kind of this thing could come out. We scroll down and come out, so it's indicating we back to the flow. This kind of flow of indication is needed to understand, and they have better for the kind of things. And there's space to improve. There's space to improve the navigation and making sure that user is just not lost. But I'm impressed with the video effect or blur effect. Really beautiful. The slow motion responsiveness. There's a lot of love and attention done to this infographical work. Work is beautiful. Again, as I say, it's really amazing that the UX UI designers, I would love to have that commitment to just enjoy building and delivering such a great results. Not hard. Everything is easy like that. This can be even presented in Spline or Premiere Pro or these kind of approaches. This infographics, Figma, all good. The old coding is not the complex, totally easy. And I don't see any challenges on Linear so far for myself. So yeah, a lot of information, I think. It's beautiful, but then you will evolve and then you'll have to keep up. So question is this the key? Thinking from business and from target audience, competitive market, and more importantly, from content strategy and communicating to the target audience pain and demonstrating gain is the key, but not overwhelmed with all these things. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not the target audience. Maybe indeed people really care about all these things to explore, but I see the space to improve for navigation. But really impressive. I'm impressed with Linear. Let me go back to the main page. I will try to hurry now because there will be one more to present over this video. Really like this one. So I can click. You can click this one and it moves. Beautiful, aesthetically done. Really amazing design. I like this. I like these things. It's really beautiful I would love to use this platform really with the timing. Really well done. And design clean, not overwhelming, unique, aesthetically pleasing, differentiated actually. If this is what I will see in a product and I will be exploring, I hope I can get there. If we'll see not this, I think we have that. Where is it? There you go. Here you go. If we will see this, and they better be following this kind of maybe color code. They do have it, but maybe here like interactions of these kind of punctuation, perhaps for the whole over, just to give a little bit of branding differentiation, and logo could be changed as I mentioned. So anyways, let's go further quickly. Oh, well done. Again, these things really beautiful. I like them. And I think we should be using more, not to lose the track of where we are. So, and it's really not clear if I can click it. I think maybe it's good to put it there, but indicator maybe with arrow or not plus, maybe some kind of different indicator. Plus is like what it means. Am I adding anything? But anyways, this slides out and I can read more. Beautifully done. And I think it's really clever to do, not to lose a flow of user engagement with the product. I enjoy this. Really beautifully clean, amazing. Not sure again from content strategy and user experience, messaging and pain communication from solving that pain. I'm not sure if that really does the job, but I'm impressed. And here you go. Okay, we can go 1, 2, 3. Okay, makes sense. 4. Now it makes kind of structure sense. There's a structure, really good structure, and here. Really beautiful graphics. Not sure what they do. We're not going to go deeper exploring. Really beautiful. There's a structure, but maybe those could be anchors. Maybe we can learn from these guys to have this menu on bottom, but more aesthetically clear. So it will follow us, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe even numbers like that or maybe here numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will make it easier to understand, not to lose the track. I'll see the structure. I see the idea. The flow and interaction in navigation can be improved to keep user not be lost in this process. So it's really well done, but there's always to find somewhere to improve. Nevertheless, I'm impressed with infographical approach, with design, with motion, with love, with attention, with flow, attention, really well done with flow, user flow, correctly done, aesthetically pleasing. These two, we can go and read the case studies, beautifully boxed. It's amazing product. It's really well done, and I'm looking forward to explore the product. And now let's go quickly. Let's see intake. There you go, product 1 plan. Okay, this one here could be good to see numerology. Again, now 1, 2. Here you go, where we are. Now, that's what confuses. I go to the product, and then I want to see those numbers here, perhaps. Like, oh, okay, this is where we are. Okay, this is what we're actually talking about. Now it's clear, right? But then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again, it's not sequential. So maybe it could be a one line, but it'll be too long. So or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So keep that flow, keep that subconscious orientation for the user with numerology and with order and sequence is really key. Build, for example, but reviews are not really relevant. Really interesting and graphically also. I think diff is kind of out of the sequence. So, but it's okay. Maybe for marketing integrations. Resources, let's go quickly. I will not go checking everything. Customers, beautifully done. Hover over effect, beautiful graphic like this. This is respected for, I guess. Beautiful numerology, really love it. Amazingly done, this info. Indicator, I thought I can click it, but not. This is also well done. You can go and click and check more and more. Power 20, really impressive. This is filtering system, really clear. SaaS, consumer health, convenient, really well done. User experience, will read the whole thing. You can go, get lost perhaps. Sliding out from the right will be much more better, but I understand it's probably CMS system that is respected here. And you can go next to previous. That's also the way. But then I get lost. But then I go to, I don't know where I was. But yeah, resources, let's see, career, about, we were about, resources, career, it's the same, okay, customers, okay, pricing, this, customers, yeah, customers was really, that's the one. Pricing, really simple to the point, also not overwhelming, really good. The main that they focus on is this one standing out really correctly, clean, beautifully done, clean, clear, unique, not boring, and again, respected. Here you go. This more breakdown, probably free play basic. This breakdown first, the base, the essentials, and then I guess breaking it down. Really aesthetically clear, beautiful X, beautiful check, really attentive, really good sizing, distancing, really well done, impressive. And yeah, I would say that's it. I will not go deeper, guys. Linear, I would say the best so far in a specific way. Yeah, so everyone has strength, everyone have weaknesses we addressed. Let's go to the neon. Now that's the main one. Let's end this video with this one, and then I'm gonna go to the next video. So neon, really impressive. I remember I recorded a video, I saw them. I'm not going to be showing to you what they had before. Also was really impressive, and I thought I will bump into the same thing, but they actually evolved since. Really beautiful graphics right away. Beautiful effect. They have understanding of branding key, and that branding is different, right? It's recognizable, memorable. The logo is recognizable, memorable. Black and white is clear. Neon is memorable. So the name and the effective color codes. Neon, right? You say neon, linear, Huly, you understand them, right? And then like these guys were Flatfile, well, kind of okay. On Lunivate, also not as strong as memorable of pronunciation. So be aware of your branding name also. Beautiful new tone. I don't remember this. Really beautiful color code of orange and green, and this pattern texture. I'm curious to explore the branding guidelines. I suspect they registered this pattern of texture to be applied. Really impressive. Run neon directly in cursor. This is interesting. What going to take me? Somewhere else. So neon, really like menus, they have a little bit differently organized, a lot of stuff to explore, so it can be overwhelming. Really beautiful, this thing. What is neon? I'm curious actually. Okay, it takes, often they take to the outside kind of source. It makes sense. You can't keep up with the whole thing, but it's already for those who are more tech and probably business and so on. They understand and they know how to go about it. Beautiful effect. Again, the hero section landing, it's just aesthetical graphics specifically on brand done for them, and that signifies them. It doesn't really communicate much, but it demonstrates the differentiation, demonstrates recognition, and it's impressive. So Databreak company, fast Postgres databases for teams and agents. Okay, check this out. Also highlight they used for their own color. Really beautiful, attention to detail. Get started. What's going to happen with Get Started? Beautiful. Look at this. Such a beautiful brand logo built on, I would say, some maybe font or maybe something readability. Maybe it's a big text. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to read. And I see the different of font here, different font here. And this is already outside, I think, entering to the app. So it's outside of the website. So it's not totally on brand. And it's commonly happened. I remember also building Layla, have the same kind of experience. But it's on brand with this kind of graphic, but the coding is not really following exactly design. It probably should be, but it's okay. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. So impressive, right away, trustworthy. We can see here cookies, opt out, accept. Let's accept it. So this is really good. Right away we see, and it's probably 100% width. So always we'll see this trustworthy line, really beautiful indeed. Meta and all these popular brands, Pepsi, to see them using Neon. I'm not sure yet what Neon does. Fast progress, the databases for teams, okay. Databreak company, get started, read, okay. Let's continue. Really good, like menu following, good. It should follow you, and it should not also distract you. So really beautifully, they amazingly done. Progress for the AI engineering era, integrate with a single command, and the LLM does the hard work. Really good that this menu follows us, and you'll see beautiful stuff, really beautiful graphics, a beautiful design done. I can copy this. I can interact with these. I don't remember, not really. The graphic. You see, previous website had a lot of interactive elements here, and they were more aesthetically, but not really communicating much. Here they show more product, and that also they didn't invest so much into making it interactive, but they make it aesthetically recognizable as branding and also positioning product professionally and demonstrating what it is. I think they did really good content strategy and messaging. So, and this follows, and user experience navigation. Again, brands. I don't know if they're repetitive, maybe too much, but it's okay. They have good strategy here. Beautiful. They will be using this iconography. You can see how Shift's menu behind the color becomes black. And it's easy. You just code it. Once it's on a bright background, it becomes dark. So far, again, nothing really complex. The only thing is this videography should be created by professional. And so far, I don't see any challenges as a developing part in Webflow even. So interesting different tone of design. Really good to abrupt, not to be always dark, but shifting into this. I like this. It's always abrupting our monotony. It gives the differentiation and alertness. I will not be reading the whole thing, but really beautiful how graphics change. And it's not overwhelming and interactive. Oh wow, I can hover over that. I want to interact with this. That's important as a user for the user experience. And we go further, they have iconography to each section. Really beautiful. I'm impressed. And if I click these, they're just going to slide into this and smooth transition. Really beautiful. I just navigate with this AI. Let's see. Really well done. This is what I probably see Linear can learn from. Linear needs this. It could have this 5 categories to scroll through, and it could indicate better fit 5. And Neon did a bad. That's what Linear can learn from Neon, and they all can learn from each other. It's impressive. And it depends how much also funding they had in order to commitment and where's the entrepreneurial mind is standing. So really beautiful. It's well done content strategy and navigation system. I'm impressed with this graphic. I want to register this for the memory into this YouTube. Beautiful graphic, beautiful style, and clear communication. 2 lines, title, iconography is not like if we go to the Huly. This is what I meant. These needs improvement, and Neon nails it. It's really good. It's not overwhelming unnecessarily icon. It does give differentiation and attention. Short 1-line text and short demonstration and beautiful infographic that calls our attention and communicates. Like, I want to explore every part, and I'm impressed with how they do this. And I'm looking forward to see if this is what we can achieve in the future with user experience interface effortlessly for users to enjoy these infographic experiences. And that's what I also like and stand for. That's what I mean. So Linear has some space to learn from Neon, as we see here. Beautiful boxing, beautiful design, beautiful demonstration. Again, there you go. You don't need to overwhelm with all this crazy, impressive, costly infographics. You can to stand out if you need to stand out in the market. But look, they do it really well. It's really well thought content strategy and navigation and user flow, and it communicates. Catches attention, stands out, branding differentiation, brand as well. It's not Linear and Base 444 have similar logo, unfortunately. These guys stand out. Neon looks professional, like trustworthy. And they, just because of that experience also, really beautiful, really beautiful. And this highlight of green. Green is their main color, and a good color also, differentiation. Speed and scale for agencies and develop. I am building an agent. Okay. Discord, really good to show how many log in, sign up. Really beautiful graphic. Database deployed. Poof, impressive. To make such a user interface for the user experience for data analytics demonstration, I suspect that is amazing. Beautiful code. They have totally different, I kid you not, branding, positioning from the previous. Not totally, but quite a big difference. So I'm not losing the track. There's not many. Let's learn more. Let me see. They'll go to the doc. I would like to these being open as a new tab. So that'll be better. Everything that is outside, so to say, like this, you should better be opening a new tab. Or maybe if it's possible to have it on the side menu slide out like Linear did. So everyone have space to improve. Look how beautiful that is. 1, 2. This is also impressive. I want to register. This is such a restore previous version. Goes back. Here is such a beautiful design. So well done. I can question what it does. So I think technically we need to understand the technical part. Wire query error. Beautiful. Is it hard to build? I see some kind of a little bit misalignment with the line. So I think it's a little bit challenging, but it's all actually separate graphic, I would say, or video. Actually, it's easy. You can build it in Figma as an infographic and record it and click for the video, record it into the video, put it into the Premiere Pro and upload it here, or do it differently. So, again, really good that they abrupt the flow. I like this. It's not monotonous, all dark, but suddenly we go through this interesting experience of this thing, and then we go for this infographic and come back to this pastel green in the background that gives a differentiation to the neon, and really beautiful. Like, you want to read it. It's really unique, The world's most advanced Postgres platform. And then they show the video in the background demonstrating the infographic. Really beautiful. Really, again, an ending like Huly did also with a unique approach of this time clock turning around. You give something at the end that is not monotonous and boring, but you leave them with impression and demonstrate your product. That you want them to be hooked. Someone really did the marketing well here in content strategy. You want them to be hooked. Someone really thought about to keep them in the right position. It's really important to work as a UX UI designer, not only with developers correctly, but also with marketers and content strategists. I notice usually entrepreneurs can cut on content strategy thinking that they can do it themselves. Now you need some professional there as well. And then you get these results as a spec like Neon. Let's see what we have. I'm not going to be exploring everything like here about us. Let's see. Beautiful graph also. Amazing. You see, it's eventually start to replicate a little bit the same system. This is good. Just be post-graded. Beautiful. This is a really beautiful box. Design well done. Unique. Well thought. A lot of commitment and attention. This tree also unusually noticed. Like something new. Something a little bit outside of the branding actually that I haven't explored. Here, the menu for some reason is not following. So that's something to be aware. Pricing, okay. Again, this is great with this effect. Pricing could be more, maybe stand out, communicating better. A little bit hard to read maybe, but overall it's really well done. Better detailed explanation, everything what is included. FAQs. It's not complex. It's a really well done branding that I like to build myself. Really well done website commitment from UX UI design and coded. Webflow can be, with Webflow, I can achieve all these things. I can build branding, website design and code, and even digital product design, working with developers in order to make it all consistent. And I don't see any challenges building this. And I would love to build something like that. Let's see really quickly what else we have. Products. Okay, that takes us elsewhere. And I think we'll be ending here with what is, okay. Let's see what else we have. And basic stuff. So it's impressive. So that's all, guys. I want to present this A collection of SaaS products. We have evaluated with you Flatfiles. We evaluated Lunivate, Huly. Here it is. Linear. Let's go back to Linear. Yeah. And Neon. I'm impressed. I would say all of them have strengths that we can extract out of. A lot of space to improve. But I would say it's impressive to see all of them. Probably will be checking Flatfile demo. I don't know if I can check them also. I wonder if we can do this. It'll be interesting. Huly will be interesting to explore. Linear and Neon. I think I will get all demos. I will be exploring and be presenting that separately. But hey, I was really enjoying presenting this and breaking it down. I was exploring with you live. I would say I would take from these guys this navbar kind of idea that follows us for anchoring. Good style in some way. Basically, that's it, I think. With these guys, they have unique touch of design, but a lot of space to improve. I would definitely follow with Huly, but don't get me wrong, I don't want to be harsh on them also. They have unique direction to go with. They should respect that and follow. And with Huly, I like this really well done product, yeah. Mysterious kind of call to explore and reveal. Speaking well with messaging and unique touch. Linear was also really impressive done. Again, space to improve. They can learn from Neon on navigation especially. And Neon did amazing stuff with the whole thing. I would say maybe too many interactions, but there's space to improve. You'll see Resend I'll be sharing with you in a second video. Check it out, second video B collection. Resend will have also impressive work and a couple other stuff I'll be showing to you. That's it. Thanks for you. And ITO will be also another good example. Really in a style relatively similar as Flatfile. That's all. That's all I wanted to present to you. Thanks for your attention. This was Alien Merch with you. Let's continue. Have a good one.